coming up in this read. That's you actually living through the beginning stages of this particular tower. Anything and everything that is not in alignment for both of you, it is being washed away. Hi Twin Flames, let's do your energy check for the month of November 2022. As always, any important information that you need, you can find it in my pinned comment below and in my description box below. Now, with this being a twin flame collective read, I do highly recommend everybody to actually read my pinned comment below, just to ensure that basically that you're not dealing with an abusive narcissistic person and that you are actually dealing with a legit twin flame connection. Okay, that there's a lot of misinformation that is floating around out there, and a lot of people are actually dealing with people who are of the narcissistic type rather than of the twin flame type. Okay, so obviously if you are dealing with a narcissist, then these reads are not going to be of any use to you. Okay, that this is for twin flame connections. Right, so with that being said, what I'm doing, twin flames, is I'm pulling in no particular order. These decks, they've just been split completely at random. Okay, so we've got your energy in this row here, and then I'm going to pull your twin flame person's energy here. Now these two rows, that they could be in reverse. All right, so you still do need to use your discernment. Okay, sometimes in the middle row, what will actually appear is other people that you're dealing with, not necessarily your twin flame counterpart. Okay, so again, just take it as it resonates. All right. And then the third row that I'm going to pull is what's next for the connection. Okay. Right, so in your energy, you've got the pig, beware of greed, the rat, somebody working against you behind your back, the broom, new home, new attitude, and the dog barking, advice from a friend. Now there's several different types of dog in the tea leaf article, and they're all doing different things. Okay, you've got the one that is barking. So yeah, lots of communication going back and forth between yourself and a friend. It could for some of you be between yourself and your twin flame counterpart. Although a lot of yous are not actually in communication with your twin flames at this point in time, so it will more likely than not for most of you be about communication between a friend. Yeah, I don't feel that you're the one that's being greedy in this energy. I really, really don't, because a lot of individuals who are attracted to twin flame reads, they tend to be very, very self-aware, like super self-aware. So I feel that there is greed that's happening around you, and this is coming out in your energy because it's like, look, be aware that this is going on around you. And I tell you exactly why I say that, twin flames, is because your next card out was the rat, someone working against you behind your back. Someone sees what it is that you have, twin flames. They see it, they don't have it themselves, and they're wanting it, which is absolutely disgusting. But you do get people out there that are like that. Okay, some of you could be looking at moving. Some of you might have just bought a home, or you could be toying with the idea of buying a home. Your life is changing for the better. Whenever this card comes out, it means like new attitude, new outlook, a new zest for life. And without sounding too dramatic, it feels like a new purpose in life. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you've discovered new things about yourself. You've realized the direction that you're wanting your life to go, and you're taking like concerted effort towards that particular direction in life. Someone else around you is seeing this, twin flames, and that they're seeing your energy change, right? I don't know if it's anything to do with a circle of friends. Now, would this be an advice from a friend? Oh, that's interesting. A finger, either warning you of a problem, either now or in the near future. Okay. A circle of friends, this could be about where some of you's realising that not everybody within your circle of friends is on your side. You know, not everybody is happy for you. Not everyone is sharing, clearly, not everyone's sharing your successes with this bloody rat being in your energy. Yeah, clearly someone is very, very jealous of you, that they're not happy for you. Now, there could be one specific individual within this group of friends who is letting you know that someone else within your group of friends is speaking shit about you behind your back. Or it could be this person who is giving you advice, but the advice that they're giving, I hate to say it, because you've got the finger underneath that one, the advice that they're giving you, it is under false pretenses, and they're deliberately giving you bad advice to keep you stuck. Okay. And yeah, you've got the mountain road underneath that one. You're on the road to success. Exactly. Exactly. So whatever it is that you're currently doing with your lives at the moment, Twin Flames, you're on the right track. You're doing the right thing. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. This person, I am going to start clarifying with the tarot, but their energy is very, very sus to me, like really sus. This could well be a situation where some of you are wanting to relocate completely and have a brand new beginning someplace else. And this friend will be like, oh, but you'll miss all your friends and you're leaving all your family behind, and how will you survive? How will you cope? No. Do you know what I mean? Like putting all these doubts in your head, which really isn't fair. It isn't fair at all. And I'm telling you that coming from a place where, a long time ago, I wanted to do just that. And that exact same thing happened to me. Where one of my friends who wasn't actually a friend at all, was coming out with all this emotional blackmail stuff. Yep. I should have moved away many years before I actually did move away. I should have done it many years before that. That's why I can recognize this energy for exactly what it is. Beware of greed, someone working against you behind your back, new home, new attitude, and advice from a friend that underneath that isn't actually advice at all. It's somebody being selfish. They're being very, very selfish. Can you tell us about this pig energy, please, in the Twin Flames energy that's going on here with the pig? Thank you. Yeah, 6 of Cups. Yep. Yeah. Someone who is basically trying to look at the connection. I have to say connection because I don't know exactly what kind of relationship it is that you have with this person. So if I use the word connection, you can fill in the blanks, okay? It's a card of nostalgia, childhood, memories as well. Usually it can be a soul connection. Keep in mind again, we have all different types of soulmates and soul connections, okay? So some of them are going to help us to grow and evolve and adapt, and other types of connections are more sort of karmic in nature, so they keep us held back and stuck, trauma bonded, that sort of thing. With this clarifying the pig for greed, it indicates, yeah, it's somebody that you have known for a long time, probably since you were a child. It could be, for some of you, a family member who is very, very leaning on you for a lot of support, that sort of thing. They are holding on too tightly to a past that, to be completely honest with you, I'm not convinced actually exists. Do you know what I mean? This can be someone looking back on the past with rose-tinted glasses, and basically trying to fill your head with all of this. Oh, but we've got so many happy memories. We've done this, that, and the next. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit... It's weird because it's cups energy rather than coins energy, so it indicates someone who is emotionally dependent on you, you know, rather than financially dependent on you. Can you tell us more about this pig with the 6 of Cups energy, please? Wow. Okay, yeah, there's your 10 of coins. Page of Cups, 7 of coins, Queen of Wands, and the 10 of coins that came out off balance. For some of you, yes, this could be a family member. It could well be, with that 10 of coins being there. Again, I don't feel that it's someone who is using you for finances per se, that this is more like an emotional connection. That they're definitely very, very emotionally attached to you. And for some of you, yes, that will be quite toxic. Is indicating that there could well be some tempting offer that comes your way from that person that'll make you doubt as to whether or not you've made the right decision. I feel that you're going to go ahead with the decision that you made regardless, because you're going to be like that. Look, I'm really sorry, it's nothing personal, but I need to do this for me. You know, that this is my future that's on the line. It's not a personal attack against you, but I have to do this. I have to make these plans for my life. Can you tell us about his rat in Twin Flames energy, please? Thank you. Justice. You could be dealing with a Libra. You could be a Libra. You could also be a Scorpio, an Aries, a Taurus, and Pisces, Cancer. Could be, but you don't have to be. Whoever this is, Twin Flames, that's working against you, who is jealous, bitter and envious of you, and who is trying to emotionally blackmail you into staying in a toxic situation that it really isn't healthy, that's not going to last. They're not going to be able to maintain that. And tell us more about this, please, for Twin Flames. Thank you. Okay, whatever this is, it's come out off balance. Okay, the Fool, Aquarius energy. Yeah, came out off balance. Brand new start, a brand new beginning, brand new journey. You wiping the slate clean, but with it coming out off balance, you're trying to wipe your slate clean. And you've got all this bullshit that's going on in the background of someone basically trying to keep you stuck. The Fool off balance. They are also very naive in a lot of ways, where they seem to think that either you're not going to notice or you haven't noticed what it is that they're doing behind your back. They're very naive to believe that it's gone unnoticed, right? Okay, so this next row, this is all about either your twin flame counterpart, what's going on for them, or the person that you're dealing with here. Okay, take it as it resonates. So they've got the Boot, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goal. Angel, spiritual guidance and protection from harm. Mountain, major challenge to overcome. And Scales, keep your life in balance. With the Cup, you should accept valid criticism. Okay. Now, I do not feel that this is in regards to the jealous friend that's in your energy. To be completely honest with you, it doesn't feel that way at all. This does feel like you are legit getting a snippet of what's going on in your twin flame counterpart's life, while that there's very little or no communication between you. So they're being pushed into putting in more effort, and I feel it is about the twin flame connection. They're being pushed into putting more effort into specifically the connection with you. Okay. With the presence of the angel energy being here, that would tell me that they're getting a lot of subconscious messages. They might not be able to articulate fully what it is that they're witnessing, that they're seeing, what they're reading. So it's like synchronistic numbers, messages within dreams, that sort of thing. They might not be able to articulate why that's happening, but they certainly have noticed that the sheer amount of synchronicity has increased exponentially. Okay, that they are being pushed. This is the energy of pushing. That they're being pushed towards putting in more effort on themselves, and it's like a byproduct of them putting more effort in on themselves is them putting more effort into the connection with you, right? And for whatever reason, this is a really, really difficult thing for them to work through. For them, it's a major, major challenge, because they have to look. I feel they have to look at their darkness. They have to look at the pieces of themselves that they would rather ignore. It could well be that your twin flame counterpart was being greedy. You know, for those where this is resonating, that this entire thing isn't about you dealing with two people, but it's about you dealing with just the one person. Do you know what I mean? So it could well be that in that case, your twin flame counterpart would be dealing with being faced with their greedy side. You know, everybody's a wee bit greedy. Like, we have to be. We're human. That's part of survival instincts. But they took it too far. Do you know what I mean? So it's like that they would put, for some of you, that they would put growing their finances, growing their bank accounts before the relationships that they had with other people. You know, money was everything to them, for some of them. And that's the part of themselves that they've had to face, which is a huge challenge. I'm going to see what else. Why is the boot here, please? The twin flame counterpart's energy. Thank you. Knight of Swords, Four of Coins. Yeah, selfishness. As I say, it's like this individual is a couple of steps behind you when it comes down to how twin flame situations progress, right? That this person is definitely a couple of steps behind you. You've already gone through that whole dark night of the soul stuff, which is why you've come out the other end of that with this image of a completely different life for yourself, and you're actively taking the steps towards that completely different life. They're still working through their dark night of the soul. It is a strange message that's coming through this one, but I'm getting resentment. Now, I don't usually get that with the Knight of Swords, because usually it's about swift communication. Like, it's super, super fast energy. This could well be somebody has told your counterpart something, and they didn't necessarily like what it was that they were told, and it's really put on the table right in front of them where they cannot possibly ignore it, what it was that they were doing and how they were behaving. Can you tell us about this Knight of Swords, please? Thank you. Yeah, the moon. Exactly. Emotions, fears, secrecy. Again, strange message that I don't usually get with that, but I'm looking at this now as a combination of cards. This would indicate that your twin flame counterpart was probably more concerned with impressing their mother for some of them. It's like they had this weird idea in their head that their mother would only love them or approve of them if they were successful. And that's what pushed them into focusing solely only on how much they earned and what other people were saying about them and what other people thought of them. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, they're definitely working through a lot of their own problems at the moment. Can you tell us about this angel, please? The twin flame counterparts. Can you tell us about the angel? Thank you. Four of Cups. Yeah. So emotionally, your counterpart, they are struggling, and they have come to this understanding that that mother or mother figure, whoever that is, nothing that they ever do is actually ever going to be good enough for them. Okay, so they've resolved themselves with this Four of Cups. Can be about rejection. They've resolved themselves emotionally that they do need to stop putting so much focus on that person and turn it back inwards. And it's saying like their guardian angels, the universe, their ancestors, whichever name you prefer to use, they're helping them out with this. They're helping them out through this, working through these emotions of being rejected. Now, that's another thing that this counterpart is trying to work through as well. It's that fear of abandonment. Where do you suppose that has come from? It's come from that feminine energy. Their fear of abandonment. That's exactly where it's come from. Hey, you should accept valid criticism and keep your life in balance. Yeah. You probably tried to have this conversation with your counterpart and they weren't having any of it. It's like you could see it for what it was, and they just didn't want to acknowledge that it was even a thing, because as far as they were concerned, they had their life in order. Do you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden something shifted and they realized, oh fuck, actually I didn't have my life in order at all. And it has, like, with them not looking at the pieces of themselves that they didn't want to look at, it has actually ruined quite a few relationships. Lots of different types of relationships. Like, it has ruined some friendships, it's ruined a few romantic connections, it's even ruined the relationship that they have with themselves as well. So that's why it's showing out in this read, because it's gotten to the point now where they can no longer ignore it, because it's becoming so much of a problem. But they say it was the final nail, or it's the straw that broke the camel's back type thing. So yeah, that's exactly what's gone on here. It could well be the fact that you're moving away was the straw that broke the camel's back, that has really made them, even though I'm not seeing the hermit energy, I'm definitely feeling that hermit energy of introspection. Like they have definitely had a shock to the system. And I feel that it's something to do with you moving away. I really, really do. The question about what's next for your connection is here. The hills, obstacles to overcome. Beau, you're highly thought of. February, so you could be dealing with a Pisces or an Aquarius, or you could be the Pisces or Aquarius. Something to do with February. So the conclusion to this situation will be in February, this February. Hand, in need of help, assistance and guidance with the butterfly underneath that one. A change for the better is beautiful. It is really, really beautiful. And you've got the unicorn underneath that one. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Yeah. I think I'm going to find out what this hand is all about first. But it's indicating, again, I'm feeling very, very spiritual energy off that hand, in need of help, assistance and guidance. I feel that you will be receiving that help, assistance and guidance, both of you, because this is shared energy within the connection. And tell us about that hand, please. Oh, that's landed in my lap. Okay. Yeah, okay. Queen of Swords, 7 of Wands, 7 of Coins, and the 9 of Wands. Both of these came out off balance. Yeah, I can see now why that Hills is there. Because it's like you've got the mountain major challenge to overcome. So your person's dealing with their own challenges. And then in the meanwhile, the connection is still being somewhat challenged with this obstacles to overcome. So it's indicating, look, don't expect fast results with this. It is going to take time to reach its full resolution. Again, with this particular combination, there's a lot of restrictions, a lot of pushback, a lot of people saying no, a lot of things getting in both of your ways. Do you know what I mean? It's really restrictive. I mean, each of these cards independently can be really sort of cutting and restrictive, but when you've got two of them back to back, it's like it's doubled down on that energy. And of course, with these two coming out off balance as well, 7 of Coins, this card of Harvest, it's come out off balance, and 9 of Wands, the Wounded Warrior, having boundaries, being self-protective as well, being careful about who it is that you're letting in your life. It's also come out off balance. There could be something to do with financial constraints with the 7 of Coins as well. Obstacles to overcome, Queen of Swords and 7 of Wands. Can you tell us about the Queen of Swords, please? Why is the Queen of Swords an obstacle? Oh, thank you. Strength reversed, Leo energy. Yeah. One of the obstacles to overcome with this particular connection is, again, strength reversed. Somebody didn't want to see the situation from the other person's point of view, and they all but gave up. Okay. It can also be fear, it can be self-sabotage, it can be someone being a coward as well. So someone's obstacle, that they need to face their own cowardice. It's like the connection at some point became really, really difficult, and the other person ran. They ran. They were being a coward. But not only that, they ran from their own feelings as well. Can you tell me about the 7 of Wands, please? Yeah, the Empress, divine feminine energy, exactly. Exactly. So for a lot of you, you're going to resonate with being the divine feminine, okay? Not necessarily female. Remember, we've all got divine feminine and masculine energies within us, okay? The trick is to get them both into internal harmony and to utilize both. Some of you are currently, because you can change in between identifying as being the masculine and the feminine, because energy is interchangeable. That's the whole point. Right now you're identifying, or when this situation happened, you were identifying as being the divine feminine of the two. And the challenge is going to be with that message about being growth and nurture as well, is how you can grow and nurture the connection. But this other person really does need to confront, Queen of Swords, they need to confront how they were being such a fucking coward. They have to confront that. That's part of their inner work that they're currently doing. That's what's being pulled up in this shadow work. This has come out off balance because it feels like it's telling me that you feel like you're being punished because they ran. And in a lot of ways, yeah, you kind of are. You kind of are, because you put up a good fight. You give it your all in this connection, and they ran. So your challenge to overcome is going to be how you can make peace with those feelings of resentment. And remember, we've already seen resentment there as well. You're highly thought of. You still think a lot of each other. What's going on in February, please, for Twin Flames? I just saw the 3 of Cups. What's going on in February for Twin Flames, please? Thank you. 2 of Cups. Very, very close to the 3 of Cups, isn't it? Yeah, it still fits in with that message. So it's likely that this February, you two are going to be face to face with each other, actually having a conversation with each other and taking it from there. Can you tell us more about 2 of Cups? Oh, tell us more about 2 of Cups for February for Twin Flames. Oh, wow. Big spin. There's your Hermit. There's your Hermit energy. Yeah, and the King of Wands has come out off balance, but more or less in reverse. It's like currently your counterpart feels that they're ready to... It's weird because I'm getting the word admit. So your counterpart feels ready to admit where they fucked up, and that they were being a coward, and that they didn't put in the work, and that they didn't fight for the connection. It's mine that came out off balance, which means it's in their head to do it, but they haven't done it yet because it was off balance. So their internal compass, at the very least, is now pointing in the right direction, but they have still yet to take the action towards that direction, if that makes sense. It is really difficult to explain in detail what it is I'm picking up on energetically, so I have to put these visuals as I'm seeing them in my mind's eye. I have to try and relay what it is that I'm visually seeing up there. But yeah, there's your Hermit. Exactly. Not necessarily a full-blown union in February, but certainly things moving in the right direction in February. And then your change for the better with assistance. It could well be that your person is seeking some kind of therapy, as in professional therapy. Okay? It could well be. This could also be indicating that in February your counterpart could be reaching out to you and asking you for guidance and assistance. Tell us more about this, please. For Twin Flames. Thank you. Yeah, 2 of Coins. They are definitely, at the moment, going through a lot of emotional turmoil. But you can see, like, the expression on their face, that they're finding their way through it. And they will be able to, because this is what's next for the connection, they will be able to look back on all of this experience in its entirety and smile and go, We made it. We made it through that. Tell us more. Tell us more about Two of Coins, please. Four of Wands reversed. Interesting. Very, very interesting. The Four of Wands reversed. It could well be that your person might well be going through a divorce or a breakup, with that coming out in reverse. This is all about a solid foundation, right? Yes, it can also be the twin flame card, with it being Four of Wands, 1111. I feel that your person was convinced that someone else was their person. And it's transpired that actually that wasn't the case at all, because the Four of Wands reversed, that can be a breakup. That can be that foundation that they made with someone else crumbling to the ground, them realizing that it was fake. And we do have a realization with this Two of Coins. That's finding that balance. It can, in certain contexts, be juggling. It can be. It can also be somebody making comparisons as well. So use your own discernment, okay? Whatever this is, where there's a person clearly struggling with another connection that isn't working at all, they're going to be receiving assistance with that. And it's a change for the better. That they might have felt that the connection with you was very, very different. And when they ran, they probably ran into the arms of someone else to see if they could kind of replicate what it was that was going on in the connection with you, with someone else, but then realized it's not really working. But isn't that weird how they get so afraid of the intense connection that they run and then they try to replicate it someplace else? Do you know, it sounds really, really weird, but that is so, so common. It is really, really common. Because then it's like, well, why did you run in the first place? If it makes no sense. None at all. But you wouldn't believe how common that actually is. Yeah, the Tower. You see that? That is exactly that. There's some kind of breakup here that's happening in February. This February. Abso-friggin-lutely. Tell us more about this, please. The Sun. Yep. The most positive card in tarot, the Sun. Yeah. So, whatever this is that's crumbling to the ground, it legit really is for the better. The Sun and the butterfly. I feel that some of yous are witnessing the beginning stages of this particular Tower with your social circle, with certain friends who you've realised you've either outgrown or you cannot trust them for whatever reason, that they friendships are falling away. That's you actually living through the beginning stages of this particular Tower. Anything and everything that is not in alignment for both of you, it is being washed away. What else, please, for Twin Flames? And of course, for those of you where you're identifying yourself as being currently in an unhappy relationship or situation with someone else, then it's going to be that relationship that comes to its full conclusion in February. Okay, so again, use your discernment and take it how it resonates. Synchronicity and rekindle. A divine soul counterpart relationship is blessed with amazing moments of synchronicities. Exactly. Your counterpart is being absolutely bombarded day and night, night and day, with all of these angelic, universal messages. Every relationship has magical moments that can be rekindled. Yeah, so synchronicity and rekindle, everything about this read. This is a pair of twin flames who are being pushed back together. Absolutely. You got confusion. All seekers of truth experience confusion. Ask the divine to provide the answers that you need. Yeah, lots of confusion. So much. It's like, especially with them running as well. And then trying to find elements of you within another relationship. It might have worked for a while and it's no longer working, and they're like, shit, why is it no longer working? Why is this falling, like, why is it slipping between my fingers? Well, that's why, because it wasn't a genuine, real connection there. That's why. And it really is like the universe is knocking everything over energetically on someone else's table and going, that's crap, start again. And embrace what destiny has in store for you. Interesting. Okay, so these next two decks, we've got a Divine Feminine and a Divine Masculine deck. So again, use your discernment, okay? You can choose whether or not these resonate specifically for you. So you can take both decks for yourself. Or you could be like, well, actually, that one sounds like me and that one sounds like my counterpart. So, yeah. Just keep an open mind and take it as it resonates. Right, so for the Divine Masculine energy, it says, the wind cannot shake a mountain, neither praise nor blame moves the wise man. So that's the Divine Masculine standing firm in their beliefs and their convictions. Offend no one and yet speak the truth. Be clear with and kind with your words, never harsh. Offend no one and yet speak the truth. That's where somebody was saying, I'm sorry, it's nothing personal, but I need to do this. So that could well be for you. Let the ultimate truth be your soul food. Gather nothing and store nothing. That's about greed again. Let the ultimate truth be your soul food. Gather nothing and store nothing. And then look into your heart so you can see the false is false and the truth is truth. Yes, someone has been living a lie. Someone has either been living with a person who is very, very selfish, very manipulative and greedy, or somebody was doing these things and now they've had to face the truth of who they are, or who they were being, and they're like, that's not who I am. I don't resonate with that anymore. And then the Divine Feminine messages, fall in love with yourself again to bring in the love of your life. Yeah, so self-approval, self-acceptance, self-love. And your past, present and future are elusive. Be pure. Free yourself from such conditions unimpeded. Yeah. Living in the moment, going with the flow, adapting to the change. Yeah. See, it's like the past, present, and future are elusive, so it's like acknowledging the past, present, and future exist, but being trapped in neither the past, present, or future. So it's like acknowledgement is everything, but trapping yourself there is pointless. Okay, so really strange read there for some of you. But yeah, that is what I have for you. If you feel that you could benefit from a personal reading, then you can place your booking at phoenixkeiatarot.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.